There's a strange kind of pain that nobody warns you about. It doesn't happen when you fail. It happens when you succeed. You get the promotion, the degree, the followers, the business, the relationship everyone said you'd never have. And instead of feeling like you made it, some quiet voice in your head whispers, "You got lucky." They're going to find out you don't actually know what you're doing. If you've ever felt that, even while everyone around you was clapping for you, I want you to know something right now. That voice is lying to you, and it has a name. It's called imposter syndrome, and it might be quietly running more of your life than you realize. Here's what makes this so strange. Imposter syndrome doesn't usually attack people who are failing. It attacks people who are doing well. The better you do, the louder it often gets. Doctors who've spent a decade in medicine still feel like they're pretending. CEOs who built companies from nothing still feel like someone's about to expose them as a fraud. Students who graduate at the top of their class still feel like it was some kind of mistake, like the university let them slip through. It doesn't matter how many diplomas are on the wall or how many zeros are in the bank account. The feeling doesn't care about evidence. It just needs a reason to whisper, and it always finds one. So why does this happen? Psychologists believe it comes down to something surprisingly simple. Your brain confuses effort with fraud. When something comes easily to you, when you're naturally good at it, some part of your mind assumes it doesn't count as real success. Real success, in your head, is supposed to feel hard, painful, earned through suffering. So when you succeed without that suffering, your brain doesn't say you're talented. It says you cheated somehow. And when something does take effort, the same trap works in reverse. You think, see, if I was actually good at this, it wouldn't be this hard. Either way, you lose. Either way, the win never quite lands. There's another layer to this too, and it's very 21st century. We are constantly comparing our internal experience, our doubts, our anxieties, our 3 a.m. panic, to everyone else's external performance. Their confidence, their headlines, their highlight reel. And here's the trap. You know everything about your own struggle, every down, every mistake, every moment you almost gave up. But you know nothing about theirs. So your brain does an unfair comparison. It measures your behind the scenes against their front stage. And in that comparison, you will always come up short, because it was never a fair fight to begin with. Here's something that might genuinely surprise you. Studies have found that imposter syndrome shows up most in high achievers, not in people who are actually underqualified. The very fact that you're asking yourself, "Am I good enough?" is often a sign that you care deeply about doing things well. Frauds don't usually lie awake wondering if they're frauds. People with integrity do. So in a strange way, that anxious voice, the one accusing you of not deserving your success, might actually be proof that you take your success seriously. So how do you quiet a voice like that? You don't silence it by achieving more. That's the trap most people fall into. They think, once I hit this next goal, I'll finally feel like I belong. But it never works. The goalpost just moves again. What actually works is something much harder and much simpler. You have to start separating facts from feelings. The feeling says, I don't belong here. The fact says, I was chosen, hired, promoted, or trusted by people who had every reason to say no, and they said yes anyway. Feelings are loud, but they are not always true. Facts are quiet, but they don't lie. It also helps to say the thing out loud, to someone you trust. Because here's what almost always happens when you finally admit, I feel like a fraud. The person listening, more often than not, says, me too. Imposter syndrome thrives in silence. It survives because everyone assumes they're the only one faking it, while secretly, almost everyone in the room is thinking the exact same thing. So if you're someone who has achieved something real, something you worked for, and you still can't quite accept that you earned it, I want you to sit with this for a second. You didn't get here by accident. Nobody hands out that many chances by mistake. Somewhere along the way, you did the work, made the decisions, and showed up when it would have been easier to quit. That wasn't luck pretending to be skill. That was skill, disguised as luck, because you're too close to see it clearly. You are not a fraud waiting to be caught. You're simply someone who cares enough to keep questioning yourself. And that, more than anything, is the mark of someone who actually deserves to be here. If this hits something in you, you're not alone, and you're definitely not faking it. Subscribe to Groom, because we're just getting started, and there's a lot more of your own mind left to understand.